which is the Randy Staats injury. Really, it's kind of a mystery at this point. So let's talk about it. I, of course, reported about a week or two ago that Randy Staats tore his calf and is out until at least after Christmas. That's what I was told. That's what I'm going with here. Obviously, there's been a bit of speculation whether he tore his Achilles or his ACL or whatever it was. And you're like, well, how did this come about? Well, in the Mann Cup, because obviously, now I will say this, I think Randy Staats would play the Mann Cup if he was paid $10 million or if he was paid nothing. I do believe that, full disclosure. But a lot of the cross players wouldn't, in my opinion, play it if they were paid respectfully in the NLL. Like I said, he might be doing it for the love of the game. He probably is. But around that time, he was in a boot. One of those walking boots with injuries. And Adam Levy actually posted a picture of him in said boots, leading to Randy Staats to kind of chirp him, which he was probably emotional at that point, probably was hurting. And I get lacrosse. I think players are going to have to understand that if their league is going to grow and they are going to make a lot of money, I think that fans deserve to see things like that. So I get it that he was emotional, but it was interesting and great work by Adam Levy by doing what he did, keeping that picture up there for us. But like I said, the calf injury sidelines him until after Christmas. Now, you're like, what is the schedule for Halifax? You're welcome. Well, no, I don't want to say you're welcome. This is via the Halifax Thunderbirds on Twitter, HFX Thunderbirds. And if you can't read that, we're going to read it. We're going to go through it anyways. So basically, December 2nd is their opener against, is it December 2nd? I don't know. Anyways, it's versus Oshawa. So they play Oshawa to start the season, all right? At home. I based on my reporting, my understanding, I would say he does not play that game. They then play at Buffalo on the 13th. And again, in my reporting, I think that's still a stretch. Like, again, you're on the road. I'm not sure how much you want to play that game. You then play 2 weeks later at home against the Rush. Now, at that point, technically, you might still be back. Now, why is that significant? Because if it's a grade 3 tear, the recovery time is 3 to 4 months. Okay? If it's a grade 2, like a second grade calf tear, it's 4 to 8 weeks. The guy got hurt on September the 10th. So that brings us to this week. Again, my reporting is after Christmas. I have heard January as well. With that being said, the best case scenario, from my understanding, and from what I heard directly, was that it's not going to happen in the first 3 games. So Oshawa, the 13th at Buffalo, the 27th versus the Rush. Unfortunately, they then go on that little road trip, okay? I am going to speculate. This is not a report. I would hope he comes back during a road trip. But the Colorado Mammoth game is going to be a thing for me. I think January 16th, you're back home. You've got some good rest. The team is going to play probably 6 games without you. I still think playing the final 12, and in that game, that would be what I say is the comeback point. Again, that could be wrong. But based on what I'm hearing, and realistically speaking, it feels like 6 weeks to the Colorado game, or it feels like, best case scenario, you come back against the Rush. Okay? That's what it looks like to me. And again, I was the one who said on Twitter that I had heard that it was going to be after Christmas. I'm telling you it might be January. And if that is the case, I'm going to assume if he comes back on the road trip, like I said, great. I think you're looking at the game against Colorado or sometime before that. But I don't think it's going to be in December. I don't. Again, it would be nice if he came back against the Rush. It's still pushing it, in my opinion. All right. And again, what is Halifax missing without Randy Staats? His 102 points led the team in last season's games. 102 points. He also led the team the previous season. He played all the 17 games, and that was 2022-23, where like I said, he led the team in points. Now, there was a year in between, before last year, he played just 9 games. Obviously, that wouldn't be a thing. So who's going to step up? Obviously, as even Tim Dillon said yesterday, we know that Halifax has kept a lot of their roster. So Clark Peterson last year, 100 points. Thomas Hogarth, 62. Dawson Theed, 54. Mike Robinson, who was a rookie, had 54. Cody Jameson, Jason Knox. I think Knox is actually gone now. Ryan Tarafinko, Graham Hossack. That's the guys who need to step up, and maybe a rookie will have to see. But again, they're going to look, in my opinion, between 2 and 6 games without him. I'm going to lean towards the 6.